some of the other folks over at YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. I'll be with you in a second. Last one. Okay, what happened? Okay, it's me again. Now I got a problem. I don't know if it's the same key. Public. My apologies, folks. Sometimes the technical stuff just doesn't work out the way it's supposed to. All right, here we go. Next. Okay, it says I'm live over there too, so just work the stuff out. Stay with me, guys. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Got a good topic for you today. Let's see if I can get it before it takes one. Here we go. It won't let me do it. All right. What's the day? It's Tuesday, right? It's the 17th of March. That means Easter is marching at us very hard, and I hope everybody's financially ready. Now, of course, because the program is aimed towards people who are working paycheck to paycheck in the United States of America, that's people with Social Security cards, they have a serious problem with the cost of gas almost being, I think I saw somebody said $3.89 or $4. It's not good, okay? And this war doesn't look like it wants to stop. If you live in Europe like I do, I think I paid €2, 2.01 euro. That's a liter. Okay, y'all complaining about $4 for a gallon. Shh, you got it good. You just don't know it. No, on a serious note, our topic for today I just figured we need another applause on this one. It's about 191 million Americans that are living or that live paycheck to paycheck. And as you know, that's a serious situation. You're going to hear about me talking about this every day. And the reason why is because just as it says here, it says, but the real problem isn't effort, meaning people are trying very hard to be successful. Okay. The true problem, just one of my cameras right there. There you go. Now I look better. Okay. Most families were never taught how money actually works. You know, think about this just for a second. And remember, I did financial planning for 30 plus years. Most families are taught that you go out, you get you some education, you get a minimum of a high school diploma. Some people go on to college, right? Pay those high costs. And then you get you a job, you work for 40 years, and you try to retire on 40% of what you earn. But as most of us know, that never works out. So when I decided to put together my community, Project 10K Financial Clarity Community over at school.com, this was my reason. Because I see people who actually, they lack the education. I ain't even talking about those who go out and jump into different programs every 3 months, thinking they're going to make enough money to get themselves out of the situation. Just ain't going to happen. Okay, so the reality, bills keep stacking up, credit card debt is increasing, trying to save seems impossible. Any of this sound familiar to any of you? It's got to sound familiar. Okay. So you're trapped in a cycle of paycheck, get your pay, go out and pay your bills. Okay. And any other debts you might have. And then guess what? We'll try again next month. That's where it normally comes off. A lot of people, to them, a vacation is one thing. It's staying home for 2 weeks, putting your feet up on for 2 weeks, watching TV, maybe going to the beach if you happen to live near a beach or a lake. That's about it. All right. So the big mistake, working harder to get ahead. Now, this is why I point this out. I've been watching this online. I went full time in 2012. So I've had plenty of experience to watch this the last 14 years, excuse me. Most of you who've been on before know I have asthma, so every once in a while you're going to see me do that. But the last 14 years, I've been seeing this crazy cycle of people jumping into different companies, believing, and I mean network marketing companies, believing that they're going to make enough money to get themselves out of debt. Or let's take the people back in the United States of America who were working part-time at Walmart, to Popeyes, to many other fast food places, trying to put extra money in their house to take care of their bills. And some of them do make it. They get the bills paid off. But then guess what happens? Yep, you guessed it. They go out and make another bill. For some reason, to be in a capitalistic country, which they call United States of America, it's all revolved around credit. Everybody's in debt. Even companies are in debt. Okay. So you got to find a way to beat the game, is what I call it. It says these are all based on the wrong expectations. Someday I'll get my big break. You have to make your break. There's no getting your big break. So the truth, it's never about how hard you work. It's about how money actually works. How to keep more of the money that you earn. A lot of people have found out, especially ones who've used our services, is the fact that they have a nest egg in their paycheck. Some of them, it's just a matter of adjusting their taxes because they've been doing their taxes wrong for years. In fact, one thing our company does, if you come on board with the company that we recommend through Project 10K, is that they'll take your last 3 years of taxes and see if they can get you any money back on the money you already paid Uncle Sam. And then they show you how to put anywhere from $700 to $2,000 a month back on your paycheck. We call that a hidden treasure. It's just a matter of having your taxes right, okay? And then, of course, this is how to multiply your money. Now, there's different ways to multiply your money. And of course, everything we tell you about, we're using experts behind us to do this. This is not us just talking off the top of our head. Like I said, I was a financial planner working with military personnel, meaning servicemen and women, for actually 32 years. I say 30 because it's a round number, but it was actually 32 years. So I know the professionals behind us. They know exactly what they're doing. And I know that they can help those that want to be helped. That's very important. So how to protect your money from loss. And then these are all based on the wrong expectations. And what do I mean by that? Here's what we teach you. How money actually works. The proven rules of money. Yes, there are rules for money. We help you develop an immediate action plan, and then set up strategies to eliminate debt and how to generate long-term wealth. Notice what we said there. No quick overnight anything. We're talking about long-term wealth. That's all this information is inside of Project 10K Financial Clarity Community over on school, SKOOL.com, school.com. Okay. So it's free to become a member of the community. You don't have to pay anything. Plenty of information in there. Everything is free except for the Marketing Academy. Yes, we have a Marketing Academy inside there also. And that's only for people who decide to go a step further and actually build a business online. And then we open up that academy to those people. So I can say that it actually costs money. Okay. So where am I at? Join us. Get live training from financial experts. Access easy to learn resources and tools. Join a community of 10,000 plus members. That's our goal, is to reach 10,000 members before this year is over. So that means if any of this makes sense to you, I'm asking you to share it with friends, relatives, anybody that you hear talking. They're actually talking about, hey, man, my finances are a mess, or I'm barely making it paycheck to paycheck. I mean, you know how people talk amongst each other on the job, Again, 191 million Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And you think they want to do that? No, they want a way out. And that's what we try to do in our community. Project 10K, as I mentioned, we have a marketing and leadership academy for members who want to grow further. We created the Project 10K Marketing and Leadership Academy. Inside the academy, we provide training in marketing fundamentals, leadership development, communication skills, building influence. So we're helping members grow personally and professionally, that they will become leaders and go out and help others spread the word. Because if you're talking about a community of 10,000 members, we're going to need a lot of leaders up in there. Okay. Um, and again, the market's 191 million Americans who need our help. Leadership development. Inside the academy, members develop confidence, communication skills, leadership mindset. The communication skills twice. Okay, I didn't catch that. And then team building. Shows you should proofread your work, right? Skills that benefit both business and life. So you can basically say that what we're helping you doing is to personally develop at the same time. All this is inside of one community. Opportunity section. Yes, we have an opportunity section also. So you got a bunch of free learning. And then we also give you an opportunity section. And for members interested in building additional income by helping other families gain financial clarity, build additional income streams, grow within a supportive community, participation is always optional. Education comes first. So first comes the education, because once you know how and you've got the basics, then you're able to reach out and help others. And that's what I want to do, is build leaders to be able to hit that 10 million members, helping 10 million families change around their finances this year. I'm one person. I can't do it by myself. So I'm calling upon you and anyone else that you know. I don't care if we have churches on board. And as you know, I don't think any pastor wants to grow his church off the back of his flock, as they call it, okay, or members, right? So yes, we work with different charities and organizations like that also. Very important. So where am I at? Now we're getting near the end here. Our vision: help 10,000 families build stronger financial foundations. When people understand money, help other families gain financial clarity, growth within a supportive community. So participation is always optional. Education comes first. So the first part, I want you to understand that all the education that you get up inside our community is free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's only if you decide that you want to become a helper and actually earn some very good money, by the way. I'll point that out one day in a separate video also. Okay. So financial clarity changes everything. When families understand how money works, everything begins to shift. More control over your income, less financial stress. And as we know, financial stress has caused families to break up. Clear financial direction. That means that you're setting financial goals and you're hitting your financial goals. That's even more important. Not just setting them, but actually hitting your financial goals. So join the conversation, Project 10K Financial Clarity Community, and we're located over on school.com. You just can do a search for that name. I think I put it, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, I put a link in the description where you could actually join. And what we got? One more. This is the last one. We made it. We made it. Okay. Start your journey to financial freedom today. Join our free community. I'm going to say that again. Join our free community. It doesn't cost you any money to join. Okay. Now, I will let you know, for my international people, the information in there, I guess you could say it could be used in any country, but a lot of the laws and whatnot, they're based around my fellow Americans who have what we call Social Security cards. That means they pay taxes to the United States government. So I don't want you to join and waste your time. All right. Live training, online courses, proven strategies. What more do you want? So again, I'm gonna back up just to be able to show you the name. Project 10K, Project 10K Financial Clarity Community. Because once you have clarity, you end up having clear vision. You can see where you're going. You can see where your money's going. And all that's very important. And if I've made sense in anything I said today, I ask you to share this video for those of you that are on, of course, not on TikTok because they don't save it on TikTok. I don't know why, but I'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock with another webinar. In fact, I think I'm going to do tomorrow. I've been thinking about it all day. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a series. I'm actually going to go into the actual community and show you the different section and give you a sneak peek at what you can learn by just joining for free. That makes sense? Okay, so tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For us in Europe, that's like 5, something like that. Okay, guys? All right, I think I've done enough for today. I usually try to keep it under 20 minutes, and I think I did a pretty good job at that. And I just heard a ring. I want to see if that's a question on Facebook. Normally, when it rings like that, it is a question on Facebook. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. No, that was not the message that I was looking for. So look, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, and I will see you. Oh no, let me take it back and say it the right way because it's very important. Number one, God loves you, and so do I. Number two, if you take just a small portion of the information that I give you and you put it to use, I know that I will see you at the top. And for those that don't, well, guess what? We who took the information, we will be waving to you from the top. God bless everybody. Have an awesome day. All right, see you guys tomorrow. There you go. The funny part is learning how to go off once you're on. I really love this.